Hello, and welcome back to Knockboom Creek. I am your host, Knox. I am an evil spirit bound to YouTube thanks to a magical spell. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, we have reached 400 minions. Rather followers, I mean. Subscribers. Now, what should I call you? I know, boomers! No, that's taken. Oh, how about knockers? Nope. No, that's much better, but also taken. The Legion of Boom! Sounds familiar, but don't think it's taken. Sounds marvelous. That's right, now you know how evil I can really be. I love puns, all right, my Legion. Here is today's story. The dense primeval forests of New England. A place of stark beauty and ancient, unsettling legends. Deep within these woods, hidden amongst the trees, lurks a creature born of shadow and silence, the Pukwudgie, a being of Native American lore. Small but powerful, their eyes gleam with mischief and a terrifying malice. For centuries, whispers of their existence have echoed through the trees, whispers of trickery, of malice, of unspeakable horrors inflicted upon those who dared to cross their path. This is the story of the Pukwudgies. 1620, the Mayflower arrives, carrying within its hull a group of weary travelers, pilgrims seeking a new life in this untamed land. They step ashore filled with hope, unaware of the darkness that watches from the shadows. The pilgrims establish a settlement, their axes ringing through the trees. They build homes, plant crops. They believe they are alone, they are wrong. The Pukwudgies are watching. Their eyes, like burning coals, track the newcomers' every move. Resentment simmers within them. These strangers are intruding upon their domain. Their anger will be fierce, their revenge merciless. Strange occurrences begin to plague the settlement. Tools vanish, crops wither and die. Children report seeing fleeting figures darting through the trees. Their words are dismissed as childish fancy, but fear begins to take root. Whispers of the Pukwudgies spread through the settlement like wildfire. Tales told by the native tribes paint a chilling picture. Creatures of immense power, able to control the elements, to command animals, to drive men mad with fear. The pilgrims dismiss these stories as superstition, but as the days grow shorter and the nights grow longer, their confidence begins to waver. Then the unthinkable happens. A young boy disappears. His laughter, once echoing through the trees, is abruptly silenced. He was last seen playing at the edge of the forest. His name is called over and over again by frantic voices, but there is no answer. The forest, once a place of adventure, now feels like a menacing labyrinth. Only the mournful sigh of the wind through the trees. It carries a chilling message, as if the forest itself is whispering secrets. A search party is formed. The villagers, armed with lanterns and flashlights, gather at the forest's edge, their faces etched with worry. They venture into the woods, their hearts pounding with a mixture of hope and dread. Every rustle, every shadow heightens their anxiety. The forest seems to press in on them, the air thick with an unnatural silence. Hours turn into days. The once hopeful searchers grow weary, their spirits dampened by the oppressive atmosphere. The search party returns empty-handed. The boy is gone, vanished without a trace. The weight of their failure hangs heavy in the air. A pall of despair settles over the settlement. The villagers, once vibrant and full of life, now move like shadows, their hearts burdened with grief. They know in their hearts that something evil is at work. The forest, once a place of beauty and wonder, has become a symbol of their deepest fears. The boy's disappearance is a wound that may never heal, a mystery that haunts their every waking moment. Days later, a faint flicker of hope emerges in the midst of despair. A young woman, diligently gathering herbs near the forest's edge, is suddenly interrupted by an unexpected sound. She hears a child's cry, faint but unmistakable, echoing through the dense trees. Her heart skips a beat, and without a second thought, she races towards the sound, her heart pounding in her chest like a drum. The forest, usually a place of solace, now feels like a labyrinth of shadows and whispers. Could it be? Could the boy, who had been missing for days, possibly be alive? A mix of fear and hope surges through her veins, propelling her forward with a newfound urgency. She bursts through a thicket of trees, branches scratching at her skin, and stumbles upon a clearing bathed in an eerie light. The sight before her is both a relief and a terror. There in the center of the clearing stands the boy. His clothes are tattered and his face is pale, but he is unmistakably alive. Relief washes over her, but it is short-lived. The boy is not alone. He is surrounded by a circle of small, eerie creatures, their forms barely visible in the dim light. These creatures, known in local folklore as Pukwudgies, are said to be mischievous and dangerous. They form a tight circle around the boy, their eyes glowing with an unnatural light. Their eyes, like tiny lanterns in the dark, pierce through the gloom, casting an eerie glow that makes the hairs on the back of her neck stand on end. The Pukwudgies are chanting, their voices a low guttural growl that reverberates through the clearing. The sound is both mesmerizing and terrifying, a haunting melody that seems to bind the boy in place. The woman watches in horror, her breath caught in her throat as the creatures begin to close in on the boy. Their claws, sharp and menacing, are outstretched, ready to strike. She knows she must act quickly, but fear paralyzes her. The fate of the boy hangs in the balance, and the glimmer of hope she felt moments ago now seems like a distant memory. The woman races back to the settlement, her mind reeling from what she has seen. Her heart pounds in her chest, each step echoing the terror that grips her soul. The forest seems to close in around her, the shadows whispering secrets she cannot understand. She tells her story, her voice trembling with terror. Her words are disjointed, her sentences broken by sobs. She describes the creatures she saw, the Pukwudgies, small and menacing, their eyes glowing in the darkness. The settlers listen, their faces growing pale as the gravity of the situation sinks in. The men of the settlement, armed with muskets and axes, form a rescue party. Their faces are set with grim determination. They know the dangers that lurk in the forest, but they are resolute. They will not let fear deter them. They will bring the boy back. They will not rest until the boy is safe. The forest is a labyrinth of shadows and sounds, each step forward a battle against the unknown. The men move cautiously, their eyes scanning the darkness for any sign of the boy or the creatures that took him. They follow the woman back to the clearing, but it is empty. The Pukwudgies are gone. The boy is gone. The silence is deafening, the air thick with the weight of their failure. They search the area, calling out the boy's name, but there is no response. The forest seems to mock their efforts, its secrets hidden in the shadows. The only evidence of their presence is a single wooden toy lying abandoned on the ground. It is a small, simple thing, but it carries the weight of the boy's disappearance. The men stare at it, their hearts heavy with the realization that they may never see the boy again. The same toy the boy had been carrying when he disappeared. It is a haunting reminder of what they have lost, a symbol of their helplessness in the face of the unknown. The men vow to continue their search, but the forest holds its secrets close and the boy remains lost to the shadows. The search continues for days. Hope dwindles with each passing hour. Then one morning a group of hunters stumbles upon a gruesome sight. Hidden deep within the forest, they find the boy's body. His body is mutilated, covered in strange, unnatural markings. His eyes are wide with terror, frozen in a silent scream. The men are horrified. They have seen death before, but never like this. This was not the work of man, nor beast. This was the work of something ancient, something evil. Terror grips the settlement. Fear, raw and consuming, grips the settlement. The Pukwudgies are real, and they are merciless. The settlers, once so full of hope, are now prisoners in their own homes, afraid to venture out, even in daylight. The nights are the worst. The forest comes alive with strange sounds. Whispers on the wind, branches snapping, unexplained lights dancing in the darkness. The Pukwudgies are out there, watching, waiting. The settlers never forgot the horrors they experienced in those dark, foreboding woods. The legend of the Pukwudgies was passed down through countless generations, a cautionary tale whispered around campfires and hearths, a reminder that some things are best left undisturbed. Even today, centuries later, the legend of the Pukwudgies of Knockboom Creek persists, a chilling reminder that the wilderness holds many secrets, and some secrets are best left buried forever. The forest stands silent, a living testament to the ancient stories. The wind whispers through the trees, carrying with it the echoes of the past, a reminder that even in the heart of civilization, darkness still lurks. The Pukwudgies, creatures of myth and legend. Or are they? Perhaps somewhere in the shadows they are still watching, waiting for the day when they can once again unleash their terror upon the world. Knockboom Creek,